Welcome back, viewers. In case you're just joining us, it's still the press, and we're reaching you live from the nation's capital, Abuja. We've now been joined by our guest, Habib Gajo, who's a public affairs analyst and also a bureau de change operator. You're welcome to the studio.
You're welcome. Thank you, Olamide.
How are you doing today?
We are fine.
How is our dollar? How is the Naira doing today? I shouldn't say our dollar. How is the Naira doing today against the dollar?
Yeah, Naira is
picking up nice.
Is gaining.
Okay.
It's coming back strong.
You know, I saw this headline on almost all of the papers that CBN is planning to clear all outstanding FX backlog as they've been doing. And then there are conversations around them giving bureau de change operators the sum of $10,000 for business transactions at the rate of 1,251 to sell out at not more than 1.5% interest, which is to mean about 1,269. How true is this assertion?
Yeah, that's the tradition of the market. You understand? The profit margin is 1 Naira 50 kobo. That's 1.5. You understand?
Yes.
The margin. You understand? So that's what
is applicable.
Is applicable between BDC and central bank. You understand? And that has been going on for decades. You understand? Before President Muhammadu Buhari came and stopped it. You understand? In 2017. And from that 2015, 16, we entered recession 17, and it escalates to the rooftop. You understand? So the government lost control and everything. So now we are seeing a government taking control of the market, of forex market, and other businesses. Then it's a welcome development. My only advice to the governor of the central bank and President Muhammadu Buhari and all those economic policy makers and the members of the MPC, they should keep this trend going. You understand? If this business is going for a long-term plan, like 2 years, 3 years, it continues, the dollar will drop to maybe to 400, 500, or even 3 to 200, which is the original price of it, and the original value of Naira is 150, 60 against the dollar. That's the original value. You understand? This 1,500, 1,000, this above 1,000, all is just a fake price. Is being created by scarcity and lack of paying attention, and politicians looting the forex, jumping into the forex market and looting and so on and so forth. Right, like the governor of central bank said, they have discovered almost 2.4 billion scam, fraudulent request with a fake document.
Yes.
And you know that it may emanate from one of our financial institutions that are doing all this fraud with the former governor of the central bank. That's what has been happening from 2015 to 2023.
Okay, but do you see a situation where this current policy, you heard about the meeting yesterday, the MPC meeting. Did you find out the outcome of that MPC meeting?
Yeah, the MPC meeting, well, they have raised and hiked so many things, the liquidity ratio, the CRR, and what again? They have raised so many things. You understand?
Very well.
But the most worrying aspect of that is, one, the interest rate 24.75%.
I was going to come there.
You understand? Which
yes.
is too much outrageous. A small scale business will not cope. The big businesses will not cope. Only multinational corporations and
even multinationals are already complaining that they cannot continue. For example,
yes.
the way the Naira, weakened against the dollar, like last month, January, December, it was already making them lose their capital because their money couldn't, make a lot of sense anymore. A lot of them are already complaining. So do you think that in a situation where they have to pay 24.75% interest on every loan that they take, and most businesses are lenders?
Yes, all businesses are lenders. Even the market, you understand?
Very well.
Lenders, farmers are lenders and so on. So if you borrow and you cannot pay back, then there is a problem. You understand?
Very well.
So that one, I saw it unrealistic. You understand? The basics point of 200 to 200 also is another issue.
Yes.
Then the CRR, the liquidity ratio, I don't think the bank has more than what the central bank are saying, 45%. You understand?
Very well.
The CRR, the liquidity ratio stands at I think it's 30%. It's also a worrying
case.
You understand?
Very well.
So, but due to the nature of the economy they inherited, you understand? We all know the governors of the central bank said it, politicians said it, even we are saying it. The past government did worst, you understand?
Very well.
So to correct it, this is the measures you will take and correct some things. You have to revamp the market, the economy, the businesses, you understand? In order to attract the foreign investors, the inflows of forex and so on, you understand?
Very well.
So it's a good thing that the central bank look inward and take measures, you understand? And they should extend their to the banks, the commercial banks. The commercial banks are also one of the saboteurs of the economy. You understand?
Okay.
Because they only protect their own interests, and this forest racketeering, around tripping is emanating from some agencies of government.
Apparently, we're not going to be having that anymore if it's just 1.5% difference. And I think that...
No, you don't know the price. You don't know the interbank price.
Okay.
It's a different from the BDC
I was
price.
going to ask that.
You
what
understand?
about the banks? Is it the same as the BDCs?
It's not the same.
How much does bank charge?
They charge a lot.
That means bank sells higher?
Yes, bank will be like 1,300 in I&E window, or more than 1,300 in the banks.
I think I saw 1,308. I'm not so sure, but I saw it on one of the papers this morning, 1,308 Naira. Yes.
So the central bank governor should regulate these commercial banks. You understand?
Very well.
They should check them and shake them small. You understand? So that we'll have a control. And it's good that the, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has stepped in and said government is taking control. You understand? Of the businesses of foreign exchange. You understand?
Very well.
And the stabilizing of the Naira.
Okay.
It's good that they look inward, more especially the president and the governor of the central bank. They look inward. You understand?
Because you're saying it's good that they're looking inward. Sorry to cut you there. I remember there was a time you were in the studio and I was asking you about some of the policies of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, especially in some of the economic policy, and you didn't seem to be very comfortable with it, but it seems like some of that has changed right now. So what has made the difference?
Yeah, there is some changes.
Okay.
You see, like I said, when you look inward, when you look yourself in the mirror and you face reality, you will be good, you will be nice. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
All those international financial creditors like World Bank, International Monetary Funds, and so on, Paris Club, you understand, where we used to go and borrow and put more stringent policies that will suffer the ordinary people in Nigeria and escalate our economy into a bad shape. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Now he has stopped it, and they now came back to Nigeria and said, "Look, let us work with what we have," and that's how it's supposed to be. But when he inherited the government from May to December, the government lacked focus. They don't know what they are doing. They were looking money all over. They were borrowing all over. They were spending short-term plans like palliative, like giving National Assembly money, giving this. You understand? Removing fuel subsidy, telling Nigerians that we are saving. Saving what? You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Nigerian African market is not a market that you will put in other contexts and you think you will get the result. You understand?
Very well.
The microeconomy it does not work. We should not apply it. You understand?
Very well.
It's not applicable to our own economy. It's applicable to when you are comparing your economy with other international economics.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Mm-hmm. Great economies like China, US, France, Germany, Russia, and so on. Then you can do your microeconomy there. You understand? But the real market is a local market. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Local institutions and so on that move the market. You understand?
Absolutely.
Production, concentrate on production.
Okay.
Lack of electricity is another issue we are facing. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
And it's one of the most disturbing problem in the aspect of the economy. Insecurity is there. You understand?
Yes.
Insecurity is a double max. Or let me put it as triple masquerade. We spend more money on security
than on anything else.
You understand? Mm-hmm. And we are not secured.
Even though we spend so much.
We spend so much and we are still afraid. So if the government will help or will work toward unmasking those masquerades so that Nigeria will be free, the economy is a boom. Everybody will, even those who japa will japada, they will come back.
Now, because you talked about the economic policy as now being that they've looked inward, there are also conversation of raising the tax that we pay, which is 7.5% to 15%. And now the interest rate on lending of money is now 24.75. In this situation where everybody's screaming of inflation, do you see a place where this is workable while they are trying to look inwards? Is this not even going to impoverish the people the more?
Yeah, in that aspect, the governor of the central bank said it's a medium, it's a short-term, medium term plan. You understand?
Sorry
you
to
understand?
cut you, but we must note that whatever goes up in Nigeria never comes down.
No, he give a timeline. Okay. He said by the end of 2024. You understand? Let us give them a chance. You understand? Let us support them on this so that by end of 2024 we will now assess their policy. You understand? We will now see, okay, this is the tax we generated.
Okay.
You understand? And this is the lending rate, whether it has produced a positive result or negative result. You understand? So when we compare it, then if the lending rate kills so many businesses, then definitely
it's because we have to wait until it has happened. This is like, no, this sounds like a trial and error.
It's an experiment.
That's the, you understand? That's a worry, because sometimes some of these experiments would end up ruining lives forever.
When you want to fix your tax income, you understand? Definitely, tax inflow. Definitely, you have to take some measures to see how it goes. You understand? For example, now the custom duties and other maritimes and all the revenue generating outfit. You understand?
Yes.
Let's see the target and what are we going to realize. We have 18 trillion target in the budget of President Asuwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. If that result reflects or higher, then definitely the CBN must reduce the lending rate. But if the target was met and the lending rate has to remain there and look for another solution.
My worry would be the fact that we're doing some sort of experiments with the welfare of the Nigerian citizens. Anyway, let's move on to others.
Yes, it's because the government don't know where they will get money. You understand?
Very well.
We have cocoa. What is the percentage of our export on cocoa, timber, ginger, cotton,
very recently we heard that
rubber,
we have an attack of ginger blight. We have an attack on our ginger farms. That's why you probably go to the market and discover that ginger has become scarce, because they said some sort of infection called ginger blight is affecting our ginger farms in this period. And I don't know how best they will resolve that, but it's affecting us, especially knowing that we're the second largest ginger producers in Africa. So anyways, let's talk about other stories. But talking about things that can be exported, there are lots of other things. In fact, a lot of things that if you decide to go into some of these spaces where you find young children growing, you discover that there are lots of innovators amongst them, especially when it comes to tech. You know, I did a bit of research over the weekend and I met a couple of children. I saw the kind of things that they do, things that if the government had even supported, it could be things that can be exported outside the country. These are young innovators using tech to create and solve real life problems. Problems like farm intrusion system that it already created that can actually help secure farmers, secure the foods that we grow and all of that. But anyways, that's on a different table. I'm just saying some of the things that we can as well export. If we decide that we want to invest in some of those projects and make them worthy of exportation, then we'll still be making money away from just farm produce.
You see, you can't export technology. Oh. That's the problem.
Why not? But we buy things, right? So why wouldn't we sell them? We buy aircraft. Why can't we sell?
Yes, you see,
we buy cars. Why can't we sell?
Let me tell you something.
Okay.
technology is something that you must create and develop, you understand, before it will attract the international market.
Exactly my point. That's why I said if
you
they invest into it, it might become attractive for exportation.
They are not investing in education. They are not investing in science and technology. Tell me, what is the percentage of the budget of the education? What the science and technology ministry is doing? So these are the issues. These are the problems. You understand?
Very well.
But now, as these young boys, the new generation are creating and inventing new things, you understand, while our production, let's work on our production, our farming, our oil and non-oil sector. Let's see what we will have by the end of 2024. You understand? Then we will now understand that yes, something is happening. But if you look, every day Nigeria is losing billion of dollars, not naira, dollars. If you check our debt, it's something else. If you check our foreign reserve, almost empty. So how can you compete with international market? You understand? Yeah. Locally, how can you compete? We are seeing a locally manufactured companies in Nigeria struggling, suffering, and losing. Look at the stock market. Everybody is, all of them are losing. The giant ones are losing. You understand?
Very well.
Banks are losing, their shares is going down. So from there, you as a good economics or as a good manager of resources, you will know where you will start and where you will put your own effort and energy in order to get a good result.
Absolutely.
But optimistically, we are looking forward to end of 2024. So the government has to fulfill its promise.
All right.
One, they said they will repair refineries. They will start working by December 2023. December 2023
and
is
now
gone.
what's a refinery and now supplying to?
You see, that's the lie. That is why I said microeconomics don't work in Nigeria, don't work in Africa. What works is socio-economic market economy. Locally, our small institutions like the commercial banks, like merchant banks and microfinance banks, like agricultural development banks and so on, these are the ones that grows the economy from down. Then there is institutional economy too. You understand? Then there is a psychological economy where you will psychologically you say, I have reached this peak, let me try to compete. You understand? Like, let me give you an example of China. China started locally. Their medicine is herbal. India, their medicine is herbal, developed scientifically and modified, and now is in export. They're exporting it to us. While we, our jadi, our agbo, and will never be developed. Why? Because there is no scientific aspect of it. You have to buy a drugs that GSK and IPD, I and P, this thing, and so this pharmaceutical company, you must buy from them. So these are the issues. That's how you grow. You understand?
Very well.
China grew. It is electricity, it is energy locally through all these solar, what they call it, inverters and so on and so forth. Today, they are largest in the world, superseding all the developed economics in the world. And now they are exporting. It's accepted now they are exporting. That's what we need to do. That's what we need to start doing. You understand?
Very well.
Not somebody will sit down in front of TV and reading a speech and he will go back to sleep and think 2024 will be, by end of 2024, you will see a good result. No, you tighten your belt.
All right, let's shift a bit to insecurity and let's see. Tinubu talks tough on the front page of the Matrix. Tinubu talks tough, says kidnappers are cowards and must be treated as terrorists. Ex-minister calls for non-kinetic approach. Cautions federal government against wasting too much money on acquiring arms and ammunition. Says millions of out-of-school children in northern Nigeria a production factory for banditry. Now, Gumi reveals outcome of interaction with security agents, says it was productive. Now, there have been conversations around the fact that the federal government needs to get a non-kinetic approach. They need the non-kinetic approach towards, this banditry thing. But there are also conversations that if people will come and kidnap you from your homes and ask for ransom, would you still call these ones bandits or they are terrorists? Tinubu regards them as terrorists. The president of the nation regards them as terrorists. And there are also discussions that stop wasting money on buying ammunition for the military. Do the non-kinetic approach. I want to get your thoughts on this.
You see, Olamide, Nigerians will not understand.
Please make us understand. That's why we're here.
What is happening?
Okay.
What is happening in the north?
Okay.
North was a peaceful state, very accommodative and hospitality. You understand? Everybody wants to live in the north because of its peace. Now, you have these Fulani headers.
Mm-hmm.
If they cross a farm, they don't do anything. Somebody will go and connive with security agents and come and arrest them and put them in jail. They will say, okay, sell your cow and bail yourself, sell your cow and pay lawyer, sell your cow, and so on. And you understand? So this trend, it has been going for a very long time, until when Human Rights Commission went some prisons in the north and discover almost 80% of the prisoners are on waiting and are Fulanis, and they were charged wrongly. You understand?
Well, this sounds like a very big accusation.
Injustice.
What are the facts of this story?
Let me tell you, injustice produced terrorism. You understand?
Okay.
So now the human rights start going to court and getting them out. You understand? Bailing them out. And when you are out, you came back to your place, you lost all your cows, you lost everybody, you lost everything. Your father is dead, your your cattle or your has been sold to save you, to remove you, and you have to start from scratch. That's where the criminals now are using them. You understand? Against the government. But the real motive is to unleash terror on ordinary people. So those who are recruiting them, arming them, are the one that created this mess. And what Gumi is saying, that look, we have to, government change approach. It's not a time to fight. You understand? Mm-hmm. It's a time to engage. Definitely there will be a stick and carrot. Definitely. You understand? But engage. Because let me tell you, all these people, these boys that you are seeing, they are small boys. So there is a boy they call Ankarami. It's not up to 30 years. Turji is not up to 30 years. Some of them are 25 years. Buhari Ndaji that were killed is not up to 35 years. You understand? Absolutely. And most of them died in a rivalry of who owns the largest cattle and territory of rearing them. It's a struggle between them. It's an internal fight between them that manifested into the ordinary people, and we become insecure in our farms, in our forests, even in our houses, our towns, our roads, because money is coming. Now it has turned a big business, better than casino. When you pick a one, there is a jackpot of $1 million. You know, for the first time. Criminals are requesting ransom of how many billion in Kaduna State, and even the you see, there is a big problem when you blame when we are blaming the terrorists, the kidnappers, the bandit, the gunmen. Come back to the government. Look at them. You see them naked. Now, these boys were picked in Kaduna.
Yes. Just give us a minute. Let's take this call.
They pick them.
Sorry, a minute, please. Let's take this call. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, KAFTAN.
Good morning, Mr. Kim. How are you doing today?
Yeah, I'm doing great. And hello to your analyst, Mr. Gajo.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. I really love your analyst today. You are straight to the point. Let's leave the issue of economic aside. Let's talk about security, because without security, the economy is just nothing.
Absolutely.
Yes. So, based on what he said about the Fulani stuff, yes, there is elements of truth that to some extent, some Fulani are being treated whichever way. But again, we cannot talk in the side of Fulani alone. I mean, the farmer also, they also have something to say. Because in most occasions, the Fulani move their cattle across the farmer's farm.
Yes.
So, in this case now, I think it is high time the federal government create a kind of ranch or something whereby, because the world has changed, you cannot just be moving around people's property and think that they will not talk. And finally, over the issue of, these are not only Fulani kidnapping people, so let us not just narrow it to the Fulani. Some people are taking advantage.
Of course.
My worry is that, I'm sorry, I want to mention Sheikh Abubakar Gumi. His late father was a very nice person and somebody that even Gajo knows that. Very honest, his late father. But I'm sorry, for Sheikh Gumi, there are two statements. One of the statements that I will not agree with him is that when the army rise to chase the bandits or terrorists or whatever you want to call them, he will see that the army are putting too much force on the terrorists. That doesn't make sense. Okay? We cannot take that kind of thing from him in this country. If the North will take it, the rest of the part of the country will not take it. And I know majority of the North will take it. But why are they remaining silent? Yes, I would want to understand with him if he's able to negotiate or meet them. Sometimes it happens that way. But the issue of saying that if army wants to go against them, saying that, so that means something is, they need to question him over that. His father was never like this. You know, let him hear. His father was never like this. Mr. Gajo that is sitting there, he knows what I'm saying. So nobody should come and tell us any story that is not. It's not only a planning issue. Something is behind this thing. There is something. Because if they want this country to continue existing, the northern leaders have to come together and put things in order. That's just it. God bless Nigeria. Thank you.
God bless you too. Thank you so much, Mr. Hakim from Lagos.
Yeah.
You heard his position about Sheikh Gumi's interceding for, speaking for the bandits and speaking to the government. Now, a lot of people have also said things in this light, that why is he always speaking and seeming to go, sway towards the side of the supposed terrorists? There are families who are victims of these things, and you keep saying they are being too harsh on them, but so there's no solution in sight. So what do you expect Nigerians to do? What do you expect the government to do?
You see, like I said, these boys are young boys with the age bracket of 30.
Less than 30.
Less than 30.
So you also believe that the non-kinetic approach will work?
Now, there is a struggle between, there is a power tussle. Who is a leader, who is more dangerous, who is having more cattle, and who control forex, who control farms, rearing farms.
You mean among the terrorists?
That's where the farm, yes.
Okay.
You understand? The
I have just a minute to go.
Terrorists, you understand? That's what Gumi is trying to explain to the government. You understand? Take these boys off. Take control of this of these areas and forests and farmlands. You understand?
Okay.
The rest are useless. It's only the kingpins. You understand? And every part of Nigeria has its own peculiar insecurity type or nature. We recently saw in Delta. We have been seeing it in the.
They have been buried today, by the way.
Yes, we have been seeing what is happening in the southeast. You understand?
Okay, so let's get a rounding up thoughts now.
So it's going all over. You understand? Those who are perpetrating crime here, they will run to the other place. Today, our military has turned themselves into a complex of making money machine. You understand?
Okay,
so everything is money. Yeah,
that's an accusation. But I think
you just read about
time to run, actually, Mr. Gajo. Thank you very much for your time. Really appreciate you today. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, viewers, that's where we draw the curtains on today's show. Apologies, we couldn't take some calls, but we'll take them again tomorrow. Please try again. I am Olamide Alhassan, and I'll see you again later. Bye for now.